Hi guys, so I've just finished up the 3D gingerbread house from Diamond Press review tutorial that I am editing right as we speak, and it'll start uploading in just a minute, so hopefully you guys have seen that video. If not, go check it out, it's so cute. And these items that I'll be working with right now, Diamond Press did send for review free of charge, and of course all opinions are my own, so they do send these little items for me to do a little tutorial with. These I have not seen in real life, like what it's supposed to look like, so this will be a fun adventure for all of us here. And if I do have links, they will be affiliate links, which means I will make a small commission if you purchase any items through those links at no extra charge to you. So I really appreciate the support in that way. And thank you if you're inclined to use them. Just click, they'll be in the description box there under show more or under the little triangle over here, however you get into there. Some people say just click on the title if you're on like a iPhone or an iPad and it'll open it up for you guys. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So I have the Christmas Gatefold dies and stamps and the floral Gatefold dies and stamps. I don't know that I'm going to review both of them today. I know I'm going to do the Christmas one for sure. I might do this one tomorrow. It just depends on how long it takes to get through this one and see how long the video is going. Because my other idea was to go ahead and use the Christmas Foliage stamp and die kit. Again, mine are usually open because they are demo items, but because this has a lot of sentiments and things, and I thought I could pop this on with the Gatefold, the Christmas Gatefold. So I do have the links for everything that Diamond Press brought right now for to HSN. Like I said, it's available today going into tomorrow's craft day. They just made the items available. So everything's there that, you know, is an item that you might want to pick up from Diamond Press. So this one, like I said, is the Christmas Foliage stamp and die kit, and it comes with your folders. It has your stamps, which hopefully you can see there's like a little banner. There's a lot of sentiments here. And then it comes with, of course, your foliage dies, and it has a Merry Christmas with a shadow. So the very fine part and then the shadow, which is really nice. The little poinsettia looking flowers with some layers there. Some different leaves, like holly, kind of like a pine looking leaf there, or frond, or what do you call it? Pine fronds? No. What are they called? I guess needles, right? Just pine needles. Another one here, and then some pretty foliage that we always love. And then we have the words, maybe joy? I'll have to look at what it says here. And then a really nice little garland that's really cute. Like a little wreath. And like a pine cone looking one. And then they always come with your information or inspiration sheet, however you want to look at it. So it shows you kind of what you have here as far as the dies. So really cute. And then let's look at the words Noel and joy. Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew joy. I wasn't quite sure on Noel. Really pretty. So that's a really nice set to complement pretty much anything you're going to do Christmas time. And let's look at this Gatefold set. Okay, it does come with a small cutting folder and then a larger one. It just kind of fell to the side here. A couple of those. Oh, how cute. I was wondering how big the card was, because I'm like, if you're going to run it through the marquee, it has to be, you know, at least 4 1/4 inches tall, which is fine, but I didn't know the width or how long it was going to be. How cute. So it makes like a little kind of mini card. So let me look through these real quick. Again, look at this. Adorable. It looks like maybe Noel. It has little candy canes with the 2 layers, your little ornament. Oh my gosh, the smallest, cutest little set of lights. And then like the snowflakes, the banner, obviously the card base itself. It looks like some kind of a slit or opening you're gonna need. Oh, it looks like for the Christmas tree. And then there's your tree, your poinsettia that you can use. Lots of sweet little words. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. The little star and everything. And then here are the stamps that go along with that. Like I said, in this video, I might be able to pretty much only get through this one. It just depends on how much work we do here with our card itself. And, alright, so we have the poinsettia, and they're basically half flowers. So what happens is you make your gatefold, and then you put half of the flower on one side, half on the other, and then you build it up however you like. And so they give you a little information about that here. You have your banners. And then on this side it has the little Christmas tree, and you can make a dimensional tree, and then you can put those on your card also. Super cute, all the different little things here. And then the words, we have Holly Jolly, Merry Christmas, Noel, and then Merry and Bright. All right, so let me grab some paper and give a good thought as to what we want to do, and we'll try putting something together. Okay, so I'm going to start by cutting 2 black card bases, just so we're going to do both of them. And, you know, this kit is very comprehensive. I don't know if I'm going to need to use the other one, but if I can incorporate it some way, I will. But we need this one here. And let's see if I can spare myself some paper that way. It looks like both can fit if I do it this way. Oopsie. I think they both fit. Around that line there. Alright, and I'm going to tape this real quick just so it doesn't move at all. But it's just going to quickly do the gatefold for us and everything, so it's kind of nice to run it through and just have it done. And I just started using this in the last video at the end there, but again, I always like to use my folders over and over and over, even if they have a lot of, if they're warped and stuff, for smaller items. So for this big one, I'm going to use this one that's a little bit newer. And I'll do both card bases the same way. And I used black just so you can see it pop a little better, I think. So there it is. You know, I didn't quite get it. I'm going to do it again with a shim. I don't know if I should use the same paper though, because I don't know if I can line it up again. Let me try it on this one. And then I'm just going to cut the other piece and put this on here just to give it an extra thickness. And what I should do is make sure that, because it's the biggest die like you can get on this cutting surface, so I'm going to make sure that I am at the top and all the way to the bottom. And let's try it again. A little tighter so that's, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cut out 2 of these. I'll be right back. And that one, I did mat it. I didn't try it again by itself. I did go ahead and mat with an extra piece of cardstock. This is very thin Recollections cardstock, so I can do that. Make sure your cardstock, if it's like super thick, like that craft mat, the black kind from like, let's say, Craft's Companion, you probably just need the 1 sheet, because if you put 2, it might be too thick. So be careful whenever you double up. And so let's do the tree. We need 1 of these. Actually, let me read that because I remember it saying 2 something. We need that. And we need this for our tree. And the instructions say, yeah, so cut 1 of the base and then you cut 2 of those little side pieces from 2 different colors of paper. And then we also need a little brown piece for the little base. But let me just get some paper here. And these little guys aren't too big, so I'm gonna just, I have 2 different colors of green here. And so yeah, when I was looking at them, I was like, okay, so is it like a 3D card? Does it pop open, or is it just open? So it's just open on the top and then it gatefolds open. So it's just a couple different little design elements to make it fun here. So let me put these on here. I suppose you can cut 2 of these bases at once, but I'm just going to do that. So there's 1. Perfectly cut with that little area there, and then this one has that slit there that we're going to need, and then I need to cut 1 more out of the light green, and I will BRB. Okay, so those 2 pieces, and then I do need a little base to make the brown. little trunk here. And again, you can always use like the smaller cutting folders. I have this one, the longer skinny one though, but I'm just going to use a piece of this leftover craft cardstock from the project I made earlier. And we can put this through. Quick and easy. All right, so there are all those pieces. And let me bring back one of the card bases. Where's... Oh, here. And so it depends what you want to use as your for. So I used white embossing powder in the last video, and it's still on my surface, and now it's on my card, but that's okay. I'm just going to fold these guys on the lines here. And we're going to build up our little tree and do some stamping too. So let me get the stamps, let me get the ink, and then we'll put it together. Okay, so they're showing two different kinds of green. I'm just going to use the same green, and then I'm just going to, that way it'll look more like the same dark green on dark green, and then the dark green on light green. And we're supposed to use this little guy. Oh, let's not lose that. So use this. I guess either one of these is good to go. I'm just going to use this one, I suppose. And it says just to stamp. I suppose it'd be whatever you want, but basically in here, right? So I have this Modelon Distress ink. And I'm just going to just add some little texture. So cute. And you see I didn't go in every single thing there. And then I'll do the same thing for these guys. One is going to go this way and one is going to go this other way, right? When we stick these down, so we'll stamp on the back side of one and on the front side of the other. I guess on these, I guess you can stamp it on both sides, because if it's going to be a little more 3D, it's possible that you're going to see this back side. Let's just stamp it on both sides. Just to have our bases covered. Okay, and I'll do the same thing with this other one. Alright. So what we're going to do now is kind of bend the tabs a little bit, because these guys are going to go in here. Okay. And then bend this tab a little bit. I suppose you could glue these together here and then put them in, but however you like. Basically you have to secure it in the back at least, so I'm going to put that in. Why is this one being funny with me? Oh, because I have the whole thing in there. How cute. Look at that. So, on this back side we're going to secure them. And I suppose you can secure them out like this, or both on one side, because basically we're going to stick this to our card base here. And if you don't want that green showing on this back side, to make it a little cleaner, I would stick it this way. Does that make sense? If they're both going the same direction, that way when you stick it down, it's not too obvious. But let's do that. Basically, you're only sticking it on one side because, again, you can open it like this, right? But I wanted to make it so it's a little bit cleaner on the back side. And I'm just putting glue all over this. This is the side that's going to be stuck down. And you can put it wherever you like. I'm just going to put it here, I suppose. It's good. So your tree's like this. Oh, so cute. Okay, so let me stick down this little guy, and I might have... Maybe I was supposed to stick it down before I glue it all together. And then we're going to cut out a little star. So let me just get a little glue on here. You know, it's funny, yesterday I used that to open up my glossy accents, and I think I glued it down. Alright, there's our tree base. And then let's see about what we want to do for decorations on this little guy. Okay, so looking at the little ornaments, super cute. There's lots of things you can do with them. So they made this that you can build them up, or you can just, you know, do a solid color. You can do like a background color. You can do an accent on it with like these little dots. You have the cute little snowflake, I guess you can put on there. These little swirls. You have like this little decoration. You have this other cute, more typical design that you would see on ornaments. I don't know why I was thinking with snowflakes. But let's put that there for now. And then you have the dies for it. So what I'm going to do is just a couple ideas. Not so much because I'm going to use them, but just so I can show you kind of how you can play around with it a little bit. So let's say we have this ornament with a yellow background. And it stamps so nice and crisp. It's so nice. People ask me again if these are acrylic or photopolymer. They are acrylic. But these, I know sometimes the acrylic can be fussy, and these are really, really good. And then let's say we want to put some little red dots. So I'm going to take this guy. This is a quick dry ink, but normally if you're using any other ink that's not quick dry, you want to wait because it might leach it out a little bit. So this one, I'm dipping it in some red. And I may not do this perfectly because of my angle, but I'm just going to pop that in there. Actually, it went right on there. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. And then again, you have those swirls. I do want to show you that you can do just, let's say on one of them you want just the decoration and you're just going to punch it out or cut it out of white paper. So just the decoration. And then I'll use like this, this one to cut it out. That is so cute. Oh, let's try this one. I always like this design. Very classic. And I'll do that in like a blue. And then the star, I'm just going to cut it out of, look at that. And I'm just going to cut the star out of yellow paper. I have a piece of yellow paper here. So all I'm going to do is take the little dies that we need to use. So this little round guy, adorable. We'll go there, I'll tape it down. And then this one, like I said, I just wanted to do just white with the decoration, so it can be cut out of this one and this one too. And then our little star, I'm just going to cut it out of the yellow paper, so I will be right back. This is so funny, I totally eyeballed this one, and look at how perfect that is. I do like that the cutting line is right on the edge of the ornament. A lot of times I don't really like to see a lot of white just around my projects, so that was good. And then look at this one, how cute, right in the center. I love it. I'll cut the other one out in just a minute, but basically I want to finish up this card so we can move on to the poinsettia one, which again is basically the same thing. We're just going to cut out layers of different colors of red paper. And so then, you know, you would stick down your little star over here, just glue it down, and then you have all your little ornaments you can decorate your tree with, wherever you want to stick them on. Super cute. Now let me get the stuff for the poinsettia. Okay. So just real quick, if you want to do the tape trick on these, I think that would be really cute because they'll be shiny. And you have already, you know, with the tape that I've shown you many times. And then we have our little guy. So cute. And then we have still, in this kit, you have your banners that you can put on the inside with your, you know, whatever you want to put on there. I guess you could also run it down this bottom edge. So different ways to use that for your sentiment. And so for the flower, we're going to need, it says, let me see if it says 2 of each or 4 of each. Hold on. Yeah, cut 4. So 2 different colors. So you're going to do 2 of the darker, 2 of the lighter, or whatever colors you're using, 2 of the darker, 2 of the lighter. So I have plenty of paper here, but we are going to cut it down so we can fit it through our machine. Also, we just don't need that much. And I'm still going to run them through 1 layer at a time, but I suppose you could probably do 2 at a time. It's just that they have some, you know, like the little design on here. I would rather just do them as I need them. So I'm going to do, we need 2 of each color. 4 all together. So I'll run it through just like this. And then I'll do it again with that same darker red. And then I'm going to do the same with the lighter red. So we end up with 2 dark red, 2 light red. And we'll have, you know, our 4 different layers. Okay, just finishing that up. And it's basically the same die that's going to give you your layers. And what's interesting, if you look at the picture, I'll show you in just a minute how it looks different because all you're going to do is turn the one set upside down. Okay, so let me show you in just a minute here. Not lose these guys, which I am prone to do. Okay, so give myself some room here. Let's get our card base. And I suppose you can build this up and then put it on your card base, or build it up on your card base, however you want to do that. So here's our card base. I'm going to fold that in. And I'll talk about matting this card if you want to mat it on the inside or even on this outside part. Actually, let's talk about that right now. So let's say you want to make little matte layers for this. This is 1 3/8 inch wide. So I would do probably a layer that's 1 1/4 inch wide. And it is 4 inches long, just about. So then my mat would be 3 7/8 probably inch, because I like to have very thin. So 3 7/8 by 1 1/4, and then the inside is double that, so it's the same 4 inches, and just about 3 inches wide, a little bit under that. So I would do my mat at like 2 3/4 inches by 4 3/4, or whatever I had mentioned, or 4 7/8. Sorry. You know, just measure it, whatever it is that you like. So with this one, what they're showing you is, like, let's say you have these two are like this. See, that's kind of facing up, the little skinny edge. And then these two would be like this. So when you go to build it up, I'm gonna put this one first. We're gonna glue those down. And then we're gonna glue this and see how it offsets, because they're upside down, right? The one is opposite of the other. And then the next layer, again, you would repeat it with like the way you have the red one. Should be like this, I suppose. And then this guy. And as you see, I do have to turn one around, because if you have them like this, they don't match up, right? They're kind of funky. One has to be flipped the opposite way. And then these guys glue down like that. If you want to do some inking, some distressing, so that the layers pop even more, you know, go ahead. I'm just going to glue these down. You know what? I'll glue them down to themselves, and then I'll glue it to the card. So let's just get a little glue here. That, and then this, kind of keeping an eye. That looks pretty good. And then I'll do the same thing for the opposite side. Just layering it up. And then on top, so I'm putting a little less glue every time. And then if you want to fluff it up, I'll do that after it's dry. But for right now, we want to glue these pieces down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Just add a little glue. Layer, layer, layer. Okay, so I just let those dry, and I had some things placed on them. Super easy. Again, you just stack them up, and now they're nice and dry. But like I said, you know, you can get your little dimension going now, or after you stick them down. And I'm just kind of pinching them in the middle so that they fold a little bit. Just a little something. And you'll see it looks more alive than just like this flat one. So pretty. So again, I'm going to bring this over. Of course, I used a black card base just because I wanted you to really see the pop of the dimensional item there. But, you know, I'm sure you would use something more Christmassy. Maybe some gold would be really pretty. So we're going to stick those down. And then I'm also going to cut out a couple of leaves. Why not? In the picture here, they're kind of showing, you know, to put a couple of leaves tucked in there. And then the little yellow top, the little center. So that's our leaf. I'm going to cut out some of the words just so you can see them, because they're so delicate and pretty. I don't know how I would use them, but I do want to show you those. And then the little center is this, I suppose. It's not that small, so that's nice. Look how cute this little holly. Oh my goodness. This set is really comprehensive. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to use the this other set. We'll just do that together. Maybe tomorrow or later today I'll have a different video for, I'm sorry, this, the sentiment, is it? The foliage stamp and die kit. You know I love a foliage kit. And then this one, the floral gatefold, is more of an everyday flower. It's not a Christmassy, you know, poinsettia type thing like this one. We already have that. So that's really nice. So again, I'm just gonna, oh, this paper has a white core. I didn't know that. Just a little side note there. So I'm gonna put this to the side before we build it up. Cut out some of these guys. And again, I like to do things all at once, so I'll just hold this real tight when I get there. But I have that, and then I have some leftover paper here. If I can get a couple of the deeper green, a couple of the lighter green, and then I'll have some leaves to layer in the back. And I will be right back. Okay, so I'm just finishing cutting that up. And again, you don't have to put these on this particular card. You can make a larger card, you know, use it in different ways. I think it'd be pretty too, just on a card. Let's say this is the bottom of your card and you had this flower, you know, here coming up, and then whatever else decoration that you have on the top. I think that'd be really lovely, especially because this one comes with a lot of sentiments too, or even the sentiment set that I just showed you, the other set there. You can have lots of fun with this, and this little guy too. Obviously, you can put him inside a card too. All right, so let's glue this guy down. I'm gonna use a dry adhesive just so we can get this going. And then we'll add in our little, I'll put it a little bit closer. Our little yellow center is obviously going to be stuck only on one side, so you can open your card still. And I guess I probably should have put down my leaves, but I'm just going to tuck them in the back. Let's go. So I started this and the kids woke up, so I'm finishing it up a little bit later. So this had a good amount of time to dry, so I guess that's good. We're just going to put that. Let me move this glue a little bit. Just kind of putting that down in the center so it looks something like that. And then our leaves are nice and big. So again, like I said, I probably should have just stuck them down before I did this, but you can get them in here. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Just that little something. I really like the way those are. So I'm just going to tuck some glue. What I do when I do this, if I've, you know, come in later, actually what I can do is trim this off. Boop, we don't really need that. Is just to put glue on these pieces and then just tuck it in. So we have lots of really cute sentiments in this set. I think it would be nice if you stamped and embossed, especially since I use a black card base, but on the inside when they open the card, your sentiments in there. Again, you have this really cute stamp with the banner that you don't have to just use on this particular one. Let me show you something. I did say I was going to cut out some different things, which I did, but let me show you this banner real quick. Only because there's so much going on in this kit that you can use. And this one, it's kind of a 3D banner, so I kind of want to show you that real quick. Let me just put it on here and pop it through here. Just cut this yellow paper. And I know Diamond Press has a lot of stamps that have like that kind of curve in them that you can probably mix and match with, and that'd be really sweet. Check this out. And I remember I had a banner or something like this from Close to My Heart that cost like 16 bucks just for the one die. So it has little score marks so you can make it 3D. How cute is that? And my nails are completely thrashed too. With all the glue and stuff I've been playing with all these cards, my nails are... Look how pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love it. Especially because what I would do is glue down just probably this and this. So you have that dimension. You can glue it down completely too if you want. Wow. And like I said, you know, you can put it on... Oh, maybe I'll have to do it. I don't know. This is very cute. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I will have the other videos coming up for you shortly. And I hope you guys are having a great day. Links are in the description box. Thank you so much, Diamond Press, for sending these items for review. I had a lot of fun. And I'll have some pictures for you guys. And I'll see you all at the next one. Bye now. Sorry guys, that's what I hadn't mentioned. I said I was going to cut out some of the words just so you see. Look how delicate that is, the way it cut out. And look how cute. You could totally cut this like an inlay. I think that's adorable. So this is the Merry part. I'm sure there's Christmas somewhere else. But look at the word itself. Oh my gosh. How delicate and just adorable. My goodness. Look at that. Oh, you can even put these on here, I suppose. It depends on the word that you have to cut, but look at that. Love it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.